right, so here we go with round one, grappler versus grappler. This was probably the wrong week for me to skip combat sambo class, but what are your expectations for this one?
I expect these guys to come together, man. I expect them to come together, and we're going to see some fantastic throws, and not only just fantastic throws, but just jockeying for position. Even though it may not look that these guys are doing much, the little details in the underhooks, in the clinches, in the foot position.
Brilliant submission defense there. Just missed with the left there. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Nice straight punch.
Well, no surprise, he gets the takedown there.
Over and over again, he attacks, he secures, and on we go.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather
you gotta
would be
watch
proud.
him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Sound strike on the ground. 45 seconds to go here in round one. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be a plenty from this position.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round. It wasn't just the accuracy, it was the aggressiveness, the volume.
It was unbelievable to watch him be so active. The cardio, the push, the pace, and the pressure that he fought with. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can maintain this.
Oh, nice job to defend the takedown and scramble to his feet. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right hand, hook, that's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit, finish him off with the uppercut, that is your soda. I mean, come on, man, let this guy have the whole thing.
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy.
As good as it gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep.
Let's get going.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Single collar tie now. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. And you hear the crowd react every time they come together because they understand the power that these guys are striking with.
Uppercut attempt does not get to the target. Nice job defensively.
Nice takedown land.
There's that patented single. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. A triangle, a triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch it.
And he's out. Less than a minute to go in the round. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent. Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Over and over, he's getting to this clinch position.
Dos Anjos gets caught with that punch. And he landed the right hand there. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect.
Another beautiful takedown range.
Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Dos Anjos gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Oh, single collar tie here.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to chase that finish down now.
Back to the feet. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Just reached the midway point of the fight. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. 2 minutes now to go. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Closed guard, lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Dos Anjos. Oh, huge hammer fist landing now.
It's over. You can't take these punches. You gotta escape or he's gonna finish the fight.
Ground and pound strike there now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Deep breath. Slow that heart rate. You're good. You're fine. We knew this was going to be like this. We knew when you were going to have a war. Ready?
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, nice jump. All right, so he catches the kick and promptly counters with the takedown and puts him on his back. Nicely done there.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew if he had an opportunity to secure a leg off of a kick, he would go right to his takedown, and it worked to perfection.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Dos Anjos. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, buddy. Keep that ground position. Grab those wrists.
Maybe an opportunity to get a choke here.
Yeah, he lifts the head and goes under. Looks like he's trying to get a bulldog choke. Oh, wow, oh!
And he's out. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
The ground and pound has been there all night. I mean, how many can he take? Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so. Do you believe it? That is it.
He got him!
Just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout. All right, the official decision is inside the octagon. That's where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee IceyUTv has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 13 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Makhachev.